Hi y'all, welcome to your second video about rational exponents. We have two types of problems we're going to solve today, and we're using this product rule. At least that's the one that's listed on your page. So the product rule, you saw it on Monday, Tuesday. It's x to the power of a times x to the power of b equals x to the power of a plus b. So just remember you can add your exponents if the base is the same and if the two things are being multiplied together. One thing to be careful of for here. So today we're still talking about rational exponents. And remember that just means they're fractions. So notice I have 5 over 6 and I have negative 1 over 3. So since my bases match, we have 81 and 81, I can just add my exponents. So really what I want to do is 5 over 6 plus negative 1 over 3. Now remember, in order to add exponents, you need to have a common denominator. So if I look at my first fraction, my denominator is 6. Ooh, that's not a highlighter. And in my second one, my denominator is 3. I need those to match in order to add my exponents. So we want to find a common denominator. I know that if I multiply by 3 by 2, I get 6. So I'm going to multiply the top and the bottom of this fraction by 2. My first one I'm going to keep the same. So I'm going to have 81 to the power of 5 divided by 6. And then on the second one, negative 1 times 2 gives me a negative 2, and 3 times 2 gives me a 6. So we have 81 to the power of 5, 6 times 81 to the power of negative 2, 6. Now at this point, we can go ahead and add our exponents. So what you're doing is 5 over 6 plus negative 2 over 6. When you're doing that, you're really just doing 5 minus 2. You only add the stuff that's on top or subtract. In our case, we're going to subtract because we have a negative. But if I do 5 minus 2, I get 3 over 6. At this point, you could simplify that fraction a little bit if you want. We could divide the top and the bottom by 3. If I do that, that would give me 81 to the power of 1 half. 3 divided by 3 gave me my 1. 6 divided by 3 gave me 2. If you wanted to rewrite that in like a radical form, that would be the same as 2 comes out front of your root, 81 is your base, and then remember the exponent of that is 1. Now, if you're doing a square root, you don't necessarily have to write the 2 there. It's generally invisible, but you can if you want, if that helps you. So really, our answer to this question is going to be the square root of 81. You can go ahead and type that into your calculator, but the square root of 81 is 9. So that is our final answer. All right, the second type of problem you'll see is something like this. We have the fifth root of 2 times the fifth root of 16. In order to combine those, you can multiply the things underneath your roots. So I'm going to do 2 times 16. Let's do 2 times 1, 6. When I do 2 times 16, I get 32. And so at this point, you could type it into your calculator again. I'm going to put my 5 in first. I'm going to hit math, go down to the one that has the x root, which is number 5. Hit enter, type in 32. And the fifth root of 32 is 2. And that will be my final answer. All right, thank you for watching this week. I appreciate all of your hard work, and I'm sure if I'm not your math teacher does too. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to your math teacher. We would love to answer them.